Good evening. Tonight's lecture is entitled Ernest Rutherford, The Anatomy of the Atom. I can give you a quote, a direct quote from one of his biographers. Ernest Rutherford is one of the most illustrious scientists of all time. He is to the atom what Darwin was to evolution, what Newton was to mechanics, what Faraday was to electricity, and what Einstein was to relativity. He is known for many, many experiments. I'm going to list you 4 of his major discoveries, any one of which would have won him, and did win him, actually, a Nobel Prize in 1908. His first great insight was to explain that radioactivity, the work that Madame Curie had done, in fact she coined the word radioactivity, was the disintegration of the atom. His second major discovery was the anatomy, that he was able to describe the atom like any child, school child now knows that an atom has all the negative electrons on the outside, has a positive nucleus on the inside, and a lot of space in between. Before Rutherford, we had a completely different model. And additionally, he was the world's first successful alchemist. Alchemy has been around for centuries and centuries. People tried to, including Newton, to take one type of atom and transform it into another type of atom. Obviously, the driving goal was to take something like lead and turn it into gold. Everyone was unsuccessful, and therefore the sort of a scientist always said that all atoms were created at the beginning of time and were unchangeable. And finally, he was able to use radioactivity in order to determine the age of various objects, i.e., every radioactive atom has a half-life. The most popular one we all know, of course, is carbon-14, in which you could determine how old ships and old trees and old stumps, but there are many, many radioactive atoms, and they all have a half-life, because as he discovered, each of these radioactive atoms will spontaneously and with no predictability disintegrate, leave off an energy which tells you a little bit about the time.